Oh no, it's done it again.
What? Am I lagged? Hello?
You pixeled out. You pixeled out. I think your internet dropped or something. This it's like the technology on your end is just trying to be the biggest pain in the asshole ever.
It always is. I'm really not good with technology.
There's nothing showing up. There is nothing showing up.
Well, this time it's not me.
No, this time it's not you. And I know why. Oh my god. All right.
You've been waiting for me for so long.
And now it's my turn. It's my turn for
it's payback time.
I'm calling this Troublesome Tuesday, folks, because apparently every bout of chaos is just happening.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another RWBY Saturday for you, Tuesday for us.
Yes.
Today we're going to be watching another 3 episodes, right? 7 to 9. I remember
Bingo.
this time. I remember this time. I'm getting better at this. And yeah,
you were excited.
Yeah.
You were excited because of how we ended things. So
I'm about to see all of them in fancy clothing and fighting in fancy clothing. It's exciting.
This episode is just gonna be fun. I can already say that for certain. So
you always hype me up, and
yes, I got it because this show just is like it's just adrenaline filled. So shall we begin then? Oh, don't tell me we've got technical problems already.
Oh no!
Are we good?
No, wait, hold on. My OBS is not recording my screen.
Oh no!
It is now. It is now. Okay.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
good. Oh good. Okay.
Like for those who are not watching or who obviously didn't know beforehand why I'm like getting like not again vibes. We've been having technical difficulties.
Well, I have.
Mainly over there because laptop crashing and all that jazz.
Your computer is just okay. Everything is fine, and in my end, I'm just.
Yeah, I'm just
age.
I'm just watching all of the chaos unfold. So, and I'm helpless to do anything. So.
Me too, because I don't know what to do.
So hopefully, this will go smoothly.
It will.
Touch wood.
It will. And I don't have wood. This is not wood.
I just touched my head because it's hollow.
Okay.
Shall we begin?
Yes, absolutely.
Episode 7 of Volume 2.
Yes.
Let's do this. Boom. We've done it. We're here, folks. Finally.
Anymore. The only word I know.
Anymore.
To the socially awkward.
Hey.
Sorry things didn't
Socially
work out
awkward.
twice. Yeah, she said she had too much to focus on to worry about boys.
He said no.
Oh.
Oh, he's gotta be gay then. Cause she's gorgeous. How could you? Oh, Sean, please get out of here. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Girl.
And yet he's still gonna be focused on.
Hey.
Or maybe not.
Nobody asked me.
But that's.
She's intimidating. But she's intimidating. She's a powerful woman.
But when you're placed on a pedestal like that for so
Yeah.
long, you become separated from the people that put you there in the first place. Everyone assumes I'm too good for them. When we met,
there's
you
no
didn't
like
even know my
judgment
name.
and all of
You
that.
treated me just like anyone else. You're the kind of guy I wish I was here with. Someone who just saw me for me.
But you did not ask me, bitch.
Do you even care about the girls you're hitting on? How they feel about you?
Whoa.
Oh, he
Where's this
pissed.
coming from?
How could you just turn her down like that? Why Shmi asked you to the dance? What in the world could possibly keep you from
I can't dance.
Beg your pardon.
I can't.
Nor can I.
But
I can dance. I know you
So
can. Not a
cool.
chance.
Thank you.
no pickup lines, no suave.
Look at
moves.
Jean giving this
Just
advice.
yourself.
Yeah,
I've heard that's the way to
but
go.
then not doing it
Yeah, but then,
himself.
hey, you don't
With
have
Pyrrha.
to look cool
Right,
all the time.
right.
You know, only one thing left to do.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ah!
You know, Jean?
He
The
made
fuck?
a bet.
Promise is a promise.
He made a bet. If
What?
Pyrrha didn't show up with anyone, he'd wear a dress.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Ooh! Oh! Ooh! The way he pulled her! Wait!
Wait, what is happening?
The fuck?
Yeah, well, these things tend to happen when you.
Juniper's got the moves.
Oh, he looks so hot in a dress. Stop
Oh.
it.
What made you change your mind?
Not what I was expecting.
You said you were embarrassed.
Oh, Ram, step aside, because Jean just took your place.
Oh.
Kinda. A little bit.
Oh damn.
Friends looking out for you.
Everyone has partners. Ruby doesn't.
She doesn't really care about none of this. I feel like she's more like aromantic.
Uh-oh.
I'm loving that outfit.
Oh.
What? The heel is a gun too? Oh, she's in heels. She's not very good at this.
Oh.
The fuck?
Got a
Who's
weapon.
gonna fix that? Who's gonna pay for that? The government? Oh shit. That's dust though, right?
Yep.
Ooh, I really
Yeah.
like her.
Yep.
I love the DJ in the back, like, yeah, like he's breaking it and it's just.
Yeah.
She's so cool. I know I should not be in her team. Jean looks so good in a dress. I don't like what? How could you do that to me? Although he
Uh-oh.
would look even better in heels.
Midnight.
Cinderella.
Yeah. Cinderella.
Is Ruby in trouble? She was just trying to protect whatever was going on.
Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna have like
A hard time explaining.
Ironwood, Ozpin. Like, okay, so let's talk about what happened at the tower. And that's where Ruby will give her side of things, her 2 cents. Of course, you have to also consider the fact that this might be beneficial for, well, Ironwood, Ozpin, because of the fact that
That they're
Because-
evil and they're all working together.
yes, as well as the fact that they've been worried about stuff or shit hitting the fan, basically. And now, if Ruby's like, yeah, well, there was this person that was infiltrating the tower thing, and yeah, they're gonna be like, yeah, this is what I was worried about. This is why I brought my soldiers here. Yeah, but yeah, so I remember just really thriving with that fight with Cinder and Ruby. So of course Ruby was none the wiser.
Oh, right. Her name is Cinder. Cinderella. You need to come back at midnight. Ha! Okay, I get it now. I get it now. She
Yep,
is so cool. Her fucking outfit, like, oh, her powers, everything. She's so good. Oh, I know she's the wrong team, but I'm feeling
She's
things.
a villain, but yeah,
I'm feeling things.
She is quite impressive. Is Cinder. So and yeah, Ruby definitely met her match really when it came to Cinder. So, but yeah, it was just a really really fun battle, really, and it does seem like sadly things didn't really go according to plan for Ruby. It might have done for Cinder.
Did she remove her shoes? I don't remember the heels. She
I
fought
don't
with the
think
heels.
I don't think. Yeah, we saw a
She couldn't
focus
even
on.
walk in the beginning of last episode, and
We saw her acknowledge the fact that she had heels on whilst she's infiltrating the tower. Like, is this a good idea? Maybe,
yeah,
maybe not.
well, she's
But
following someone
yeah,
suspicious.
yeah, not really gonna aid you in terms of sneaking. That's one thing for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, really, really great stuff with the fight. But of course, there was the dance and all of that, wasn't there? With everyone just thriving. With
John.
John. I was not expecting that reaction from you. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
I wasn't expecting you to be head over heels. Like, okay.
I love a man in a dress or a skirt or like any women clothing. That's my jam. That's my jam. The shoes, she looked more like, there is a show, Argentinian show called Floricienta, which I used to love when I was little. And she dresses like with, skirts and stuff, but like Converse. He looks like Floricienta. He should have worn some heels, some like high heel boots. Would have looked so good. So good.
Yes, I just remember like there was that conversation between him and Pyrrha, and I'm like waiting for that moment when he just shows up in that dress. Yeah, the bet. Like, if you don't bring a person to the date, yeah, that happens. I'll wear a dress.
Well, she could have asked. But she wanted Jean, but she could have asked someone else, like Vice did, and just not show up alone. But she loves him. She loves him.
There's also for Pyrrha that like kind of sadness that everyone looks up to her. Like she's put on a pedestal. She is, and
she's intimidating. Like that reputation is intimidating for everybody.
And it does really suck when like everyone views you in this light. And whereas we have Jean, who like didn't even know who she was, and he didn't really have any kind of
but like, are we surprised? Because he didn't know who she was. Of course, he didn't make the test to pass.
He didn't
know how to fight. Like,
I mean,
what is it like? It's like he doesn't know anything about this hunter world,
Yeah. Well, he could have seen it on, like, he could have heard stories about it, and okay, that's cool, but I'm not wanting to be a hunter or anything like that. So, she could have still had a good renown for people who are not going to become hunters themselves. So, yeah, but still, there is that like
her
kind
face
of
is in a cereal box, for God's sake.
Yeah, there you go. Her face is on a cereal box, so it's like, well, she's gonna be popping up for everyone to acknowledge her, and Jean just didn't even know who she was, and so there isn't this bit of bias, because oh my God, you're Pyrrha. Like there isn't this bias because she's famous and all that jazz. So it is a relief for Pyrrha to have to know someone who doesn't have any kind of predetermined judgments, if that makes sense. So yeah, but yeah, it was it was a blast, this episode. It was great to just relive it, and for you to relive, well, particularly that dance and all of that. So
you know what it is? I think when a man doesn't have like fragile masculinity and is like willing to do crazy shit, I think that's super attractive. Jean is again in my good side. Maybe Rem's still my husband, but I think Jean is my boyfriend.
Well, that's it though.
We're polyamorous here.
He he didn't back down from the bet. Like there was a bunch of people who would have obviously noticed all of that, and he didn't. He wasn't even phased whatsoever. He
also,
did that.
he had this heartfelt conversation with Pyrrha, and he saw how bad she felt, so he wanted to like make her laugh or make her feel better or whatever. That's
exactly.
exactly.
and it's one of a great moment of John where he just has so much heart, and is able to do something like that. He might not be the best fighter and all of that. I think that is.
But he's a great person. He's a great fucking person.
He's got a lot of heart about him. Is the thing. So yeah, but. Yeah. So also I gotta point it out, Penny was doing the robot.
Yeah.
Get it? But
I'm surprised she was even there. Like they allowed her to go there, and also RWBY didn't dance with her or anything. Didn't approach her.
I know. That's sad, isn't it?
They're supposed to be well, she was guarded by this two Centurions or whatever they're called.
They might have been like, you can't do that. We can't let her go off with anyone. She's just enjoyed the party on her own, so yeah. Which is depressing to think about, but
at least she was dancing and having fun. Also, one of the guards was kind of dancing, so
yeah,
that's fun.
I'm doing my job, but I'm allowed to have fun. So. Shall we get on episode 8 of this volume and I guess kind of pick up on that infiltration because again,
gonna be hard to explain.
Yeah, what were you doing, Ruby?
Yeah, but they should have cameras though. Like I wasn't alone. Check the cameras.
Check the cameras. Like I was just trying to stop someone.
Yeah.
That I think what you did last night is exactly what being a huntress is all about. You recognized a threat, you took action, and you did the very best you could.
Thank you, sir.
Now, the general here has already informed
I was not
us of the
expecting that.
events
You think this girl's connected to Torchwick and the White Fang?
It's possible.
There you go. Lay it all out there.
No, you're 13. You need to get out of here now.
Evidence to link the two together.
I thought you said the intruder never...
Thank you for your cooperation, Ruby. Why don't you go and spend some time with your team?
Right.
Day ahead of you.
They don't know.
Anytime.
They don't
And
know.
Miss Rose, please try and be discreet about this matter.
Yes, sir.
I mean, she was about the mech that we saw last week. Oh.
Well,
Look, a kid.
Oh, stop it. It's a corgi?
So why?
He said a dog?
She's a cat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a corgi. Terrible idea. It's a terrible idea.
Professor Ozpin would like to share a few
Dog's gonna cause some mayhem.
Today we
We'll love
stand
it.
together. Remember your training. And remember to do
What
your
training?
best.
We've been to one training.
It would have happened in the background, so.
Working in the southeast.
Yeah, we'll
I'm interested to know how you really learned about a hideout in the southeast.
So he
Why
knows.
witnesses reported seeing robots.
Yeah, he
and
just
rose
didn't
petals
wanna
in a dance.
throw her
He's
under
like,
the bus
I
in front
know,
of
but
everybody.
no.
Why don't we just bend them?
Ooh, Professor.
It's inevitable. It's
Professor
inevitable.
Dumbledore.
We won't let you down.
I had Yatsuhashi to look out
But
for
she
me.
definitely hide her ears in a bow.
What happened?
She was getting bullied by Carden.
Nothing
Yeah.
happened. You first years are just shadowing huntsmen, so you should be fine.
Yeah, about that.
It's funny because in expanded media,
Why is Yang in first year if she's older?
Good point.
Genuine huntsman? Yeah.
But they partnered with Oobleck. You know he's appeared a few times. So yeah, but remember, Ruby got in quite early,
Early.
so that's why. So that's why Yang is
But
there.
aren't Blake and Vice like the same age?
They're the same age as Yang, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay,
Ruby
I thought
Ruby's
they were
a
the
wee
same
bit
age
younger.
as
No,
Ruby.
no, it's Ruby's the one that kind of shortcutted her way in. So yeah, but. Yeah. It was actually interesting because that little conversation with Team Coffee, as they are called, I think there is I wouldn't recommend peering into it just because I think there are spoilers. But I think they later developed on what they went through from this episode in expanded media. So um and apparently it is really good because RWBY, they don't just do what you see here, but they have done like books and all of that. So yeah, there is quite a bit more expansion to RWBY Media and all of that than the Prime show. So yeah,
I was wondering. I feel like this show would be really good as a live action.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At the same time, I saw what Netflix did to Winx Club, and
yeah,
I'm comparing it a little bit to Winx Club because girls and
I know that like they are planning on doing a live action My Hero Academia, and I'm like, yeah.
The My Hero Academia.
I've you got your hopes up for a second there, didn't
For
you? That I
RWBY,
was gonna
yeah.
make live action RWBY.
I mean,
oh, how I could dream.
I would love to see those outfits and weapons in real life.
That it would be absolutely incredible if they actually live actioned RWBY, but
like it's gotta be like a fan has to be involved because I feel like again with the Winx Club, I don't know if you ever saw that cartoon. It's
no.
Well, it's an old cartoon about fairies. Like this women that transformed into fairies and like they're going to school to learn magic and stuff. The outfits are always on point. Everything is always on point, and the live action was so meh.
Oh,
the outfits were so meh. The transformations. So, yeah, I want a RWBY live action, but a fan has to be involved in the making.
It has to have that faithfulness. So, yeah, and it kind of makes me like, with this plan of My Hero Academia making it live action, I'm just like, I don't know if you can replicate the like the vibrance, the tone, all that jazz.
Well, they did it with One Piece. I feel I think the One Piece live action is amazing.
Oh yeah, I know that like One Piece has quite a high reputation in terms of they did really great in terms of live action, but obviously it's not always going to be the case, as you mentioned.
Well, yeah, maybe because what's the mangaka's name? Oda was really involved in the making of the live action, so maybe that's why they were so.
Yeah, you gotta have someone who you gotta have either ties to what you're adapting it from, or you gotta have someone who knows the score and all of that, because otherwise it's just not gonna hit right. So yeah, but
yeah, I didn't know about the My Hero Academia one. I never finished My Hero, but I watched like season 1.
Yeah,
I would definitely watch the live action.
It does get better from season 1. I mean, it's coming to an end, the anime this year, but I mean, I've just gone through season 6 and season 7 of My Hero Academia, and it's just like perfect. Like I was on the edge of my seat, so and it's
I might continue it.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're going with RWBY actually, in terms of with seasons 1 and 2, then they're good, and then at season 3 they start to turn it up a notch, I feel. And I feel like that with RWBY. And I know I'm hyping about season 3 of RWBY. By the way, of course, we are going to be starting that not next week, but the week after, just for people to acknowledge. So, yeah, it's upon us. There is a lot of hype when it comes to season 3. And, yeah, but, yeah, that's just my 2 cents on how I view Volume 3 in terms of, it really steps it up a bar. But to be fair, Volume 2 has stepped it up quite a little bit from, well, for me, from what Volume 1 has demonstrated. But there's so many reasons for that, including like the animation, for example, because obviously there's a big shift. So
yeah, Volume 1 was to get to know the good guys, and I feel like Volume 2 is to get to know the bad guys, because we're getting to see their abilities.
We're
and stuff like
expanding
that.
the story.
Oh, you lagged. Don't lag on me. Liam, come back. Liam, no, don't leave me. Don't know. Liam. Oh no. Hello?
So fun. Hello? Hello?
It's there's a very small and women small okay, no, it's back. My Discord crashed again.
Yeah, you were a bit like pixely, but it was only like a brief moment, so yeah. But
well,
yeah,
we're back.
We're back. We kind of got off topic, talking about live action adaptation, but that's only because I was like wanting to bring up the fact that what Teen Coffee said. There's a bit more, like it's not just something to intimidate Team RWBY taking this like mission that is a bit higher for them. Like it's like playing a game on a higher difficulty than you should do. I got this. You might have it.
So the bunny is not in first year.
No, she's not.
And she was having someone from first year bully her.
Well, I don't know if I think Carden might be first year, but I mean, some people.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you're new here? Sit down.
Yeah. But there are going to be some people who will, act tough and yet are a bit younger and all of that. So, yeah. But, yeah, I think I believe she is a year above Team RWBY and all of that. But you just assume that because of the fact that, well, Team RWBY were originally restricted from this search and destroy mission. So, and that had high grim activity because you saw what it entailed in terms of, it's got high grim activity. Yeah, so, but Ozpin just, yeah.
He was like, okay, the rest of the professors are not here right now, so I'm gonna throw you under the bus in front of your friends.
Look, I know what you've all done.
Yeah.
Don't think no one knows. I know. But
do
no
not think I'm stupid. Let's just bend the rules before you break them.
Oz knows all.
Oh yeah.
But does this kind of diminish your suspicions about him and all of that? Considering he's like, look, I know what you've done and no one else has to know. So rather than you eventually, going on one mission and then heading towards this search and destroy mission, why don't we just bend the rules a little?
No, I'm still suspicious of him because keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Ooh. So he might have been like, they know too much. Maybe if they accidentally die in a mission.
Oh yeah. Like, look, we know you're going there. We don't really recommend it. I'm willing to bend the rules for you just in case you do die. And that's all going on in his head. Like, well, they're eventually gonna go there, and let's throw him a bone off a cliff. So that's it. That's Ozpid's plan. It's all
still suspicious. Still suspicious.
No, but I did really love that like little moment there, as well as of course his speech and all of that. But it is a really great moment, because I mean they would have done what Ozpin said that they were gonna do. Like, they would have gone for another mission. But in reality, like, let's just sneak off to this search and destroy one, because
I love that he really is like Dumbledore. He's like, I'm just gonna turn a blind eye and let this 8-year-old kid do my job for me.
If Dumbledore and the Wizard of Oz had a baby, it'd be Ozpin. That's
yes, absolutely, yes.
Yes. And then there's the newest addition to the show, Zwei, the wholesome doggo.
Oh yeah, the corgi.
Yes, Blake.
Every good show needs a corgi, like in Cowboy Bebop. I forgot her name, Ayn or something like that.
I don't know. I haven't checked out.
Oh, you have to watch Cowboy Bebop. It has a live action. I haven't seen it, but yeah, the anime.
Yeah. I know Blake wasn't too thrilled. I just love
she's
that
such
little
a.
touch.
She was like,
she was
her hand up.
She was like so far on the other side of the room. She was just trying to, like, you know how you just pushing yourself to the wall and all that's what she was like, and it was just so funny. And the way that she escaped to the hall, like, just out of dodge, no hesitation. So I mean, there was a little bit of hesitation because she's like, this is a dog, I'm a cat.
Yeah, that was funny.
We're just rivals, so.
And cute.
Yes.
She's adorable.
Zwei is best boy, so. Anyway, shall we get on to this final episode?
Yes.
As the team have been partnered with, like, Ubelek's going to be that huntsman that obviously Ozpin mentioned about, that they'd be partnered with hunts people. And yeah.
Anymore.
The only lyric.
I didn't earn the PhD for fun. Thank you very much. According to my schedule, we are all 4 minutes, ladies.
Anyway.
We better get going.
Precisely.
Boom. The forbidden place.
We're arriving at Chernobyl.
Yes.
But you hadn't told us to listen to you yet. So I didn't.
She really should have left the dog. I know the dog's there, and this is a dangerous mission, Ruby. What are you doing?
What in the world?
There he is.
A terrible idea.
Genius.
Canines are historically known for the perceptive nose and heightened sense of sound, making them excellent companions for hunts such as ours.
I'm a genius.
It's a corgi, not a Rottweiler.
Ah, yes, straight to the Grim. A creature of Grim, approximately 100 yards from us at this very moment.
What?
There it is.
He is really good.
Stop. Why, lone Grin have been known to stay isolated from the pack for months, and there's the whole pack.
There it is.
What?
There's the pack.
And now they've seen us.
Oh, no.
And now they've seen us.
I take it tracking.
Nice.
Girl.
Oh well, moving on.
But he's like, the fact
On
that
the
he's not
court.
fighting, he's not doing
He has
anything.
faith.
Just
I was actually looking forward to seeing a pro huntsman in action. Like,
yeah.
fighting on into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need the extra work. So, why choose this over a cushy job in Atticus?
He really just called her a nepo baby.
It's exactly as you said. I'm a Schnee. I am.
And it's so great that he is studying.
Yeah,
and all of that.
I feel really.
Sorry. Are we ready to
How do you say that? Close to Blake?
Well, I believe that will
Yeah.
Or like
for today. It's going
You
the
can
way
relate.
she thinks. Exactly. I can relate to
you
Blake.
three.
Oh, I'm so worried about the dog.
What is that? It looks awesome.
That, my dear girl, is a bird. They've undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time, between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned.
They've
learned
adapted.
When they attack our borders, they're...
They acknowledge that the people are there, but
Yeah. They're like,
it was
it's too
too
small
attack."
for us. Too little.
like, wait, try it. Just try it.
Yeah.
and therefore become stronger.
Not let history repeat itself.
It's important because we keep doing that.
I would rather be.
Did Ublek ask you why you wanted to be a huntress? I mean, what did you tell him?
No, he didn't. Weird. Oh well. Good night, guys.
Right?
I think there's a bit more to that, though.
He didn't ask her anything. He didn't interrogate her.
There is something, though, that those three have in common.
Why'd you bring the dog? Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh.
No. Oh, they
Yeah.
did. They did.
Oh, man. Yeah. So... Yeah, but like I said, I think there is something that those three have in common in terms of... Because, of course, you got a valid point. He didn't ask RWBY yet. Of course, we've got next episode, just to, like, potentially. But I think there was also something very, very important in terms of at the campfire with Blake Weiss and Yang, because they kind of addressed the fact that they didn't know how, they didn't know why they wanted to be a huntress at the end of the day. Weiss was like, that's not what I meant.
No, what? They do know.
Yeah, they told Ublek, but then Weiss was like, but that's not what I meant. So, because Ublek put them on the spot, he was drilling into their minds, of course. And it's
the
like,
only one that I think should be maybe not sad, but like wondering is Blake, because she was really straightforward with her answer, and then he was like, okay, how are you gonna do that? And she was like,
he paused. She's like, oh shit, yeah, what am I gonna do about it? It's good to have a starting point, but I think Ublek, what he really, really, like, the really great thing about him is he didn't just stop there, like, okay, cool, whatever. He was like, okay, let's drill further into that motivation. Like, as you mentioned, he asked, like, okay, how are we gonna do this? And she's like, yeah, so...
But that was bad, though, because they're in the eye of the hurricane. Well, not the eye of the hurricane, because that's like a quote-unquote peaceful place, but like, they're in this dangerous place, and now they're having an existential crisis. They need their minds in the game.
But this might put them in the game, like, it gets them further into wondering.
You think?
Why are we here? Yeah. Why are we here doing this huntress gig? Because they just simply don't know why they are wanting to be huntresses yet. And it's all about finding a purpose.
Maybe RWBY is the only one that's very clear about it, and that's why he didn't ask her, because he was like,
exactly.
This girl knows what she wants and what she's doing.
The thing about Ublek is, and I think what was really, really important about what he said was that knowledge is his weapon, really, because there is more to, like, as he made a good point, it's more than just the fighting. There is more than just that as a huntsman. Knowledge is also a great source of power. And he's able to analyze, assess these future huntresses and all of that. as one part of his knowledge game. Obviously, the other is to, learn from all of these travesties, like at Mountain Glen, and try to not let history repeat itself. So, he might have been able to know that, okay, RWBY is clear-minded. We can't say the same for Yang, Weiss, and Blake. So it's like when you're fighting as well, like you can read the body language of some people. And that's why Oobleck is very, very fascinating in terms of how, we don't necessarily need to see him fight, but we need to see him at his core, which is using his mind. So
thinking about it, I feel like Blake should be the only one that knows why she's becoming a huntress, because she used to be a white fan, and now she hit the fan, and she was like, okay, we're not on the same side anymore, so I'm gonna stop them. Like, she's the only one that has a clear reason.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, when it comes to Oobleck questioning people, all of them like with Weiss, there is all about that honor and that legacy and all of that. She wants to protect that, but it's all about the hows and furthering that. Like with Yang, of course, it's not as deep. There is that like thrill-seeking behavior she has. Weiss, she wants to protect her family's honor. Okay. How are we doing that? Exactly. How are we exactly doing that?
Well, becoming the best. No?
Yeah, but how are you going to become the best is the question.
I'm surprised that she doesn't have like this competition kind of feeling with Pyrrha.
I mean, we had them to
not because of Jean. I mean, because Pyrrha is one of the best.
That's it though. I think we saw a bit of that in Volume 1, and then that was it.
Yeah, nothing happened.
That was it. That was it. So
yeah, it's not like she keeps competing with her or something.
No, but that's it though with Oobleck. I mean, yeah, Blake does have this whole idea of righting wrongs, but you can't just say I want to right the wrongs, and you could just be like, oh, okay, well that's all right then. Okay, you want to right wrongs, cool. It's all about the means and the methods you're gonna use, because you can even like take Blake for example, and I know she doesn't want to regress back to the White Fang, but you can have this idea of righting wrongs and creating more wrongs than rights, if that makes sense. You can fuck up. You can cause more problems than solving them. So it's all about strategy and all of that, and it's just really, really fascinating. But I did like how Oobleck shone in this episode, because it gives a bit more character to him than just some green-haired caffeinated teacher.
Yeah,
so
I mean, she's still that, but
yeah, he's still that, but that's I think that works really, really well, I guess, in terms of him questioning the students further, because okay, well, we still know him as this green-haired caffeinated teacher, but what more is there to Oobleck? And then this episode kind of gives us a bit more into like why he's a huntsman, and how he gets the job done and all of that. So
yeah, his strength is not well. So far, we haven't seen him fighting or anything. Maybe he's really good, but what I could gather with this episode is that his strength is mostly his brain. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
It is.
And that's where Oobleck will be able to thrive. So even just talking about the Goliaths, those mammoths, the mammoth Grimm that we saw, and how, well, giving us a little bit of a lore basically in terms of the Grimm, about how there are some Grimm who have evolved over time, and they don't necessarily attack at first instinct, kind of like the other Grimm might do. They have lived for so long that they have adapted and seen pointlessness in terms of just darting.
It's probably like when you see an ant in a table and you're just like, I could crush you, but I'm not going to.
Yes, yeah. And it's just good. It's just good to learn a bit more about the Grimm. So especially like how there is that like indication about how attracted they are to the negative reactions and all of that. And like if they just see you out randomly and all of that, they'll probably make their next move then. But what will work even better is kind of like how a dog can sense something and all of that. They can sense that negativity and all of that.
And then what did he do? Just spoke that negativity on the three of them. And now they're just having a mental breakdown in the middle of this.
They're just having an existential crisis.
Girl,
like,
why would you poke the bear?
Like, do you ever wonder why we're here?
Yeah. Like that Barbie scene. Do you ever think about dying?
Yeah. Yes, basically that meme. But yeah, it is a really, really good story. It might not seem much on the surface, like, okay, well, we've seen them fight Grimm, but Oobleck really shines in terms of not just expanding on his character, but mainly putting Blake, Weiss, and Yang through a bit of a existential crisis in terms of, why do you want to become huntresses? What's the plan? So yeah, but I also really like some of the like transition shots as well that we saw when they were fighting. So yeah, it was kind of really, really cool. So yeah,
they were really chopping them in two.
Yeah, and it was just so
disgusting.
seamless.
How are these kids not traumatized?
They're so accustomed to it as well, like in terms of there's no struggle, and I think that's what makes it work even well in terms of like after, you know, say Weiss is done chopping some of the Beowulfs or whatever, that's when Oobleck is like, so why do you want to become a huntress?
So let me just poke the bear. Let me just poke your negativity so we attract more.
So yeah, and of course Why had to be on the mission, the dog.
I'm so worried about the dog. Like, why would you bring the dog to such a dangerous mission? Then we're gonna have to protect the dog and not concentrate fully.
The dog seems okay for the time being, so that's it though. They could have gone after this innocent little dog.
Oh, but he's not negative. He doesn't have any negative emotion or nothing. Is it a girl or a boy? Because I keep calling him.
Yeah, it's a boy. I can confirm. Zwei. Yeah.
Zwei?
Zwei.
Can you type it?
Why? I will. There.
Okay, Zwei.
There you go, Zwei. That's his name, but yeah. It was really, really good though. Going into this episode, and obviously we have to wait for, well, not tomorrow for us, but you know, it's just another day for Team RWBY. So
see how they do.
We got the final 3 episodes ahead of us. So
ooh.
I don't know if you have any kind of expectations.
I have all the expectations. I have all the expectations because you and my friends hype up volume 3, so volume 2 is probably gonna end up in this big way, or well, maybe not, but that's what I'm feeling.
I will say as well, and I'll probably remind you this next week, but there will be a post-credit scene at the ending of the final episode. So, yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited. Because obviously I know what happens. And some interesting stuff comes about, all I'm gonna say. So, but yeah, that be me. So bring on next week, I say.
Yes. Well, thank you so much again for giving me a part of your day to watch RWBY.
Honored.
And thank you everybody for watching with us. This is very exciting, this show, and I think we got out of topic a little bit talking about other shows, but you know, that's the beauty of reacting with someone else.
You could just go off tangent naturally, and it's like, oh shoot, we need to get back on track, don't we? Because
hopefully we didn't bore you too much with that.
No.
But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching with us, and thank you, Liam, again. We will see you next week. Bye.
Finale time. Bye.
Yes.
I am Peter Pan, I'll never be a man if you never wanna grow. Take my hand, I'll take you.